This is my frequency in love. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What I want is for you to be free. What I want is for you to be delivered from your torture of whatever it is that you've gone through, whatever that you're holding on to, whatever ideas that you're holding on to, whatever trauma you've gone through, whatever, disillusioned state that we get into. And I say disillusioned state because I've been in disillusioned state. I've been lost in illusion. I have believed lies about myself and other things and gotten caught up to where my soul felt bound. And my goal is through this process, through understanding the mirroring and through understanding the love, the unconditional love that twin flames have for one another, the recognition and remembrance that they have for one another. That's why I show up. And I've been making these videos because there's something going on right now. There's something big happening. There's a shift happening. And I don't want you guys to miss it. I don't want you to fall off the ship and the shift. I want you to stay right in the middle of it. Because your whole being, I made a video about true union. Your whole being is being called back to this union where there's true freedom. Your soul is safe in there, right? You know when your parents, and maybe you didn't have a great childhood, but when you watch the movie where there's the family and they're all at the dinner table and they're all loving each other and they're there for the holidays and you can see this nurturing that's happening and this love that's happening and the care that's happening and the peace and the safety that happens when your parents are loving on you and holding you. Whether you've had that experience or you've witnessed that experience, there's something about it that makes your insides go, I want that. I don't know if any of you have ever seen that and go, ew, I don't want that. I was like, whoa, what's that? And that's what it feels like. That's what it feels like in true union with spirit, with the Holy Spirit, with God. That's what it feels like. And that anchoring into that twin flames wanting union, fucking searching for it. And you know how sometimes looking for love in all the wrong places, right? Not necessarily looking for love in the wrong place with your twin. It's looking for love in all the wrong places, and it's there. It's showing you something there, right? It's giving you the vibration of that love, but then it's where do we look next? How do we really embody that? How do we get the answers? How do we get the power? How do we get the strength? How do we get the peace? How do we get the joy when everything is falling apart? How do we have heaven on earth when everything is just falling apart around you? Because I'm experiencing it right now on another level, another shift. I can tell you there's a shift happening and you get to make a choice. And I'm not asking you to believe in God, or what I'm saying to you is that the faith, the higher power, the higher knowing, the higher self, that there's something bigger than just this human form is necessary for this next piece. And in Twin Flames, you are anchoring that in your love, in your values, in your purpose, in your seeking, right? It's like seek no more. It's right friggin' here. It's right here in your heart. It's with you. And yet we miss this because we judge ourselves so greatly, right? The world judges us. We judge ourselves. We judge each other, which is so hypocritical when we judge other people. I used to judge because I judged myself. And I know it's hypocritical because we all have our stuff. Oh, come on now. I love when people be pointing fingers, but in the dark room, you got something going on. You're hiding something. And why do I know that? Because we're human and we feel shame bringing forth the things that are going on in our lives, the shadow stuff in our lives. And so we bring the mask and we front, and then we'll really judge too. People that really, really judge, their backyard's really, really dirty. I know when I judged hard, my backyard was really, really dirty. I did not feel right with my backyard. I felt really bad about my backyard. And then I would just be like, that's so ugly. I ain't even gonna go look at that. I'm gonna look at your yard. Let's look at what's going on in your yard. You got an old rocking chair, yo. You got It's a little rusty, that table, right? Check yourself. Check yourself. Check yourself. Check myself. As soon as I got right with my shit, mine, and I took the time to do that, I didn't want to look in their yard. I had compassion for their yard. I knew why their yard looked like that. And I'm saying this to you, dear twin flame. I'm saying it to you for, do not get caught up in judgment of your twin or those around you. Do not get caught up in the hypocrisy. It has a frequency to it. It has a frequency to it. And it really is an opposition. It's one of the opposing things in divine union. Because really, at the end of the day, I know divine law in my heart, what that is. I know what's right and wrong. I can feel into it for myself. I can feel into that. And I do my best to abide by that. I do my best to abide by that and to stand really strong, where I feel like my backyard is something I could look myself in the mirror. I could look and hold myself like in front of a creator. I could stand there in the light. I could stand there in front of my friends. I could stand there in front of my family. I could stand there in front of my wife. I could stand there in front of my little fur babies. And so coming out of judgment, come into compassion. And we're here to bring love and compassion at a time where it's not present. It's just not there. It's not there. It's not there right now. And for all of you that are called to do it, it's time to do it now. This shift is going to take a lot of frequency of unconditional love and compassion. It's going to take you loving your brothers, your sisters. It's going to take all those things. It's going to take that right in this moment. We get to choose that right now. We get to choose to have faith. We get to choose to not judge. We get to choose to come in love and compassion. We get to house these principles. We get to house them because they're going to shift us. They're going to create movement. They're going to be opposing to dark forces that are here and present, that you know are present, and you're seeing it happen. You're watching it. You're watching it. However you want to view that, however you want to say what that is, duality, demonic, negative ET, I don't care how you say it, fallen angel, whatever you want to say, it's there. And how can you oppose it? How can you keep your soul safe? How can you keep your union safe? This union, how can you keep all that safe? It's by being in these principles. And I just wanted to share that message with you and send you deep, deep love. And I thank you for being here. Please share, subscribe, like, let that algorithm flow. Let it flow. When I talk about certain things, the algorithm doesn't like it. And I want to keep it moving. Keep it moving because I have a lot to say right now. And I want to be here with you through your journey and connect with you guys in your journey. It's important that we're just loving on each other through our journey and seeing each other during our journey and witnessing each other, which helps all of us become more whole and become more free.